Ask you, Mr. President, you've often been described as the perennial optimist. I understand it's hard to believe, but I understand you're now 88 years old. You can see nobody like that. I understand that you will spend 85 of those 88 years in politics. And I'm wondering, would you still describe yourself as an optimist?
Not only would I describe myself an optimist, I suggest everybody to be an optimist, not just me. Look, optimists and pessimists are passing away the same way. The difference is in the way they live. Why should you live as a pessimist if you can live as an optimist?
Mr. President, our sister organization, Karen Hayasod, is here as well in force, and we have a question from Meina Samra from that organization.
כבוד הנשיא, אני מני סמרה, נשיא קרן היסוד במקסיקו. בשם משלחת מקסיקו רוצה לשאול את אדוני שאלה. What are your expectations from the Jewish world now that the state of Israel is a solid and undeniable fact?
I think that we have to clarify our agenda in a modern age. We cannot simply say the same things and hang on the same past. And I think today the Jewish agenda must really hang on three pillars and unite all of us. Pillar number one is the moral core. We Jewish people don't have, in my judgment, a future unless we shall return to the preference of the moral code upon all other considerations. Judaism without morality is not Jewish. That was the Jewish introduction to history. We didn't go after power. We didn't go after wealth. We didn't go after expediency. We thought justice and peace must lead our life. We paid heavy cost for it. And as it happens in history, we produced a document. It is not as shining as a cathedral or a pyramid, but it's a small piece of paper, the Ten Commandments, all told 172 words. It exists 3,500 years. Since then, many ideas and papers were published. But this one remains as it is. There was no need to change a single word. We have to put again the Ten Commandments, not just as a mitzvah, but as a guidance for all of us. That's number one. The second basis, pillar for Jewish present existence, is knowledge. You know, the world is beginning to discover that the greatest presence we have is wisdom. It's not the material side. Wisdom changed the world, made it global. You know, I visited the Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg. I looked at this young boy of 27 years, and I thought, he has introduced a greater revolution than Lenin and Stalin, you know. Lenin and Stalin wanted to impose communism. Maybe 30 million people paid with their lives for it. They put prisons and gulags and they take away liberty. And what happened? Nothing. Here a boy, without a party, without an army, without a state, without a fortune, with an idea, changed the world. And it's continuing to be changed. I don't think it's an incident that he's Jewish. You know, from Einstein, which also not incidentally was Jewish, to these young boys. And the reason is, that's part of our making. When I'm being asked, what is the greatest contribution of the Jewish people to the world? My answer is dissatisfaction. A good Jew cannot be satisfied. The minute he begins to be satisfied, I doubt his Jewishness. We are never satisfied from ourselves, from others, from the existing situation. We are people in search of knowledge, of improvement and wisdom. I think, you know, because letting others publish the protocol of the Elder of Zion, we have to publish the protocol of the contribution of the Elder of the Zion to the world. 25% of the Nobel laureates are Jewish. And I don't think that was done by a pro-Jewish organization. And why not be proud to contribute wisdom, but in order to be wisdom, you must be wise. You must educate your children. And you must have really a moral understanding. And the third point is peace. I mean, the Jewish vision was always greater than the Jewish sword. We have had to use our sword when we are attacked, but our choice is making peace. And I think it's possible. And I believe that we have to be the initiative